Hi guys, it's time for another pattern. It is Route 66 by Alexandra Funda. So pattern starts out with a couple parallel lines, and then you draw these spirals that look like the number 6. Just line them all up. Don't get them connected so it's not an actual 6, it's a spiral that kind of looks like a 6. But line them all up, as many as you need to fill in your ribbon. Don't imagine that your ribbon has to be straight. It can be whatever shape you end up with. And then at the bottom, in here, you want to fill all that in with the black. Okay. And then at the top, just got us making these little 2 little lines, 3 little lines down there. Okay, so it looks like that. Or variation where it looks like this. Instead of doing these lines, you come and you do an aura like that. So then it looks like the number 6. You can really see the number 6 in that, I think. There's the original with shading, and there's that. And then her sample is really cute, besides her little fluffy dandelion things that she's got it going here. See, she drew a line here and a line here, and then did them one way and then the other. So there's 2 sets of them here, and then she did this one in sort of a big what do I want to say? Grass-like shape, right? Little spear. And then in that one, I don't know if you can see it. She used a colored pen and she flicked to do the shading in there. And that's not a technique I have done on video. So I think I might try that. So I have like an idea. I like the idea of the Route 66. I live near Route 66 in California. Of course, there's a lot of people who live near the Route 66 because, you know, Route 66 goes all the way across the country. But, yeah, I'm not far. I could walk to an official Route 66. It's just down the street. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a 6 as my string. Like that maybe. An idea of maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to do that and that as my string. I want it nice and big though. Okay, I'm going to do a big number 6 as my string. I think that would be appropriate. So then I'm just going to start. Do I want to start from the middle or from the end? Do I want my 6s going this way, or do I want my 6s with the loop on this side? That is going to be my question. How do I want my loop? I think I want my loop I want it this way. So I'm going to make a 6 spiral like that. That's really small because that little area is pretty small, but they'll get bigger as we go here. I'm already liking it. Look at that. That's really cool. You wanted to go rogue, you wouldn't even need the string, the pencil lines. You could just line them up as however organically it comes to you, as long as they're kind of all still in a row. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm happy. And then I want to aura this shape like that. Just thinking what color I want this to be. And I don't really know. First I wasn't going to put anything on this side, but I think I will. Maybe I'll aura the whole thing again. Yeah. Like that. That and like that. Okay, I like that. That's different. I'm almost too close to the edge of my page, but you know, it's all right. Actually thinking of maybe putting a border, but one of those ones where my picture sticks out of it, which I think would be good for this particular one. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe so. Maybe. That's a little bit smaller. Okay. What's that look like? Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I want my brush pen. And I want to do that and that. Like that. I like that. Get rid of that. Okay. And then in this little part right here, I'm going to do that flicking. I need to decide what color I'm going to use. I want to use my PN pen to do it. So let me pull out all my PNs and then decide what color I want to use. Okay, those are all my PNs. Is that a PN? No, that's an 05. Okay, so I think the purples will be too dark. The dark blue will be too dark. Not the black. That narrows it down to a brown, a red, and a pink, and a blue. I'm going to do the lighter blue. And then I'm just going to, right here, I'm going to imagine that I have a spot where I want to leave a sparkle all the way around. And I am going to, are you in frame? I'm just going to do that. Okay. Just flick my pen, get it close to there, and just flick upward. So I'm on my line at this edge, and as I go that way, I pick up my pen so it leaves little thin bits. Okay. It is almost too dark in here to draw. When you lose your light, you can't draw. I should have been doing this earlier. Had I known my son was going to go to school so late instead of at noon, I would have started drawing earlier. I was trying to stay out of his way. He's studying for finals, and he had to do a lot of printing. The printer's downstairs. So, yeah. I was trying to be out of his way. He was trying to be out of my way. I think we all just should have just done our thing. But that's not how it turned out for the day. There's not a lot of room in there. There has been a lot of phone calls today. You know, when I do my recording, I unplug the house phone, the one in the kitchen, because that one's like near where I'm working in the dining room, and you would totally hear it. And I try to remember to unplug it, because anybody who is family would call the cell phone anyways. If it was important, or they would send me a text or an instant message or something. House phone is usually either people we don't know at all, or people we don't interact with all the time, like, you know, if somebody from church calls or something. But the phone has been just ringing and ringing and ringing today. It's crazy. Now I want to decide if I want to just leave it like that, or if I want to put a little dark on this side, and I think I do, but I'm not going to do a lot. Just a little bit going this way. Like that. Same thing, just going the other way. Okay, something like that. And then I think I'm going to do this way as well. With that sparkly bit in the middle. Like that. Well, I was telling you guys before, we got a new employee. She started. She seems like she'll catch on. There are a few things I thought of. I was trying to think of what all do I need to teach. There are a couple of things I remembered that I didn't teach her yesterday. So when we work together again, I will have to remember. There's a couple things I need her to know. Some things that she doesn't need to know because she's not going to be ever working in the morning. There's some morning only tasks that she's probably never going to need to know. But there's one that sometimes people forget to do in the morning, and then when you come and it's a photo task that let's say nobody does any pictures in the morning, or if they do pictures, they don't do the kind that need to be priced. They do an online order, or they do an instant print order rather than one that goes to the back lab. If the people in the morning haven't done their job and done the called a click count. It's just basically keeping track of the prints that come out of that machine, so you have to do a morning reading. Well, if they didn't do the morning reading, then when you go to sell the order, it tells you the morning reading hasn't been done. So I have encountered that really late in the day, like 5, 6 o'clock. So she needs to know how to do that. But I think she got the hang of things. She didn't take a lot of notes. Concerns me when they don't take a lot of notes. It's like, you should know what to do. But she seems to have a head on her shoulders, and she was able to, you know, when I was otherwise engaged with a customer, if she came up with an issue, she tried solving it first before she asked me. Most of the time, she just figured it out, which I think that will be great. Most of what we do is not rocket science, but you do have to do it correctly. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. That's pretty. Does need a little shading though, because, you know, I can't leave it alone. Excuse me. Where do I want to shade? Goodness sakes. Pardon me, I need to get a drink of water. Let's see, where do I want to shade? I think I want to shade just on the inside of the spiral like that. Something like that. And then I think I maybe want to shade this part of this shape. Get a little bit of where it's a thicker shape. Like that and like that. So it kind of casts a shadow. I'll try that. My blending stump. Yep. Might need the littler one. That one's a little thick. That's good. Okay, now I'm done. All right, that didn't take too terribly long. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's will be another fun, easy one to do. What time is it? 2:30. My son needs to go to school shortly, so I am done for today. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.